In this video, I thought I would share with you a sketchbook tour or two, or three maybe, and to give you some ideas for some easy doodles, drawings, zentangles, just some ideas for relaxing, fun drawing that has, I think, some reward. To me, it does anyway. So I have this little artist tile square sketchbook, and I'm almost through with it. And I thought I would just show you this one first to give you some inspiration. I can and will be making some videos showing how I've done some of these, but mostly I have sort of stolen like an artist in that a lot of these are from other videos that I watched and learned how to do these myself. So I thought, well, I think it's time I started to teach others how to create some of these too. Now you can see some of these are better than others. There's a little bit of a hashtag fail. This one I actually did sitting in my car in traffic. I knew I was going to be sitting still for a long period of time. Trust me, I was not moving a lot when I was drawing this, but it really helped ease some of that stress in my commute, but I don't really do that. That was actually the one and only time I've ever sketched in the car. Don't recommend it. And some of these are better. This is one of the beginning practices of neurographic art that I started doing. I do this a lot, and I do have plans to show some more of this process. It is so relaxing and a lot of fun and very, not just intuitive, but informative, I guess. It's helpful. Again, there's another. These are zentangles, one of my favorite zentangles to draw, and I'll show you some more here in a minute. Again, just playing around with some zentangles. This was just some random stuff. Another video I saw on YouTube that I decided to, not YouTube, TikTok, that I decided to try to copy or make my own version. There's another version of that. That is an original piece. Another zentangle, not zentangle, neurographic style art, neurographica. And just some notes. Here's another, I think that's a zentangle. Has this one got a name? Maybe not. Another fail, but that's okay. I am not afraid to make ugly art. I am learning and growing. This is one of my favorites. I did this on an airplane to see my son in Seattle, and certainly was helpful to pass the time doing some doodles there. So this one was a lot of fun to make. Some more neurographica. I found a pattern as I was coloring this in. It kind of looked like a hand, like you're pinching something. So I decided to color it in that way. Yeah, this was another YouTube or TikTok video that I attempted on my own. It's another pattern. Some fun triangles. This is really very relaxing and super easy to do. Orange peels. There's a mandala. There's another fun zentangle design. Some more neurographica, and this time I did it in the way that they teach it from the professional. I'm not really sure if they're therapists or what their exact title is, but you can watch YouTube videos on neurographic art where the people who are certified in this way of providing art therapy. It's really, really fun to do and helpful. So that was a practice in that. Some more, again, more neurographica. I think I got bored with this one and stopped short of finishing. Again, another one I got bored with and stopped short of finishing. And, you know, I feel like that's okay. This one I just thought it was looking ugly. I was like, I'm not going to finish that. Maybe I will someday. Just see what it'll turn out like. Okay, here is this is a Huggins. I think this is what this pattern is called. Zentangle called Huggins. And I was trying to make it into a basket that I saw somebody else do. And this was attempt 1, attempt 2, and there's attempt 3. I finally got it figured out. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that one as well. But that was fun. Okay, this is probably my favorite zentangle to do. I will definitely be doing a video on this one, and let me know in the comments if this is one you want to see. Forget what it's called, but I will look it up. And it's super simple to do, but it makes these really cool designs, and you can do fun things like the circles inside. You can also do petals inside, and they make these really neat designs. So I've done that one quite a bit. And it's also good, sometimes I do these when I just need to chill out at work. It doesn't take very long to make one on a Post-it note. Maybe I'll show you how to do that too. And here we have another just super relaxing zentangle. Some more neurographic art. Another sort of mandala. Oh, this one was fun to do. Again, I'm just recreating some things that I've seen on TikTok videos and YouTube videos. So that's another one of those. This was an ugly fail. This one was playing around with some matte pencils, color pencils. Some Prismacolor, a set that I came across, so I thought I'd play with it, and it was kind of fun. But I prefer pens. Here's again the color pencils, and I got bored once again, so I didn't finish it. Back to my pens, but I made another bleh, as you can see. That's okay. We're not afraid to make ugly art. And that's, oh, this was a little drawing I started working on out of a book. Totally different than what I've been doing in this, but it was a fun diversion. Maybe I'll share the source of that later. And then this is a fun pattern I made. I think I saw the tutorial for, you know, just these things here, and then I took a brush tip pen and gave it the low lights, I guess. So not highlights, but low lights. So I colored the pink part in with a brush tip marker. All right, that's it. So I wanted to also share that most of these in here are done with my Stabilo markers. They're my favorites. I'll show you those here. Let me get to one that's got a lot of color, maybe that one. They are mostly these Stabilo pens. I really, really love them. Some of them have a, I don't know if you can see that. It's just it's a felt tip, but it's really a fine point. And then these ones have a little, a larger point on the end. So those are very good for filling in spaces, filling in color, and these are good for the drawing part. So I wanted to share my favorite pens. And then another thing that I have is I made this little ring to hold my favorite zentangles. So I've got a book on how to draw these zentangles, and what I did was I cut these little squares out of watercolor paper and just first put a background. I wanted to play with some of the watercolors that I had and see how they would work with my Stabilo pens. So the background is this purple color, is a watercolor wash, just fun little abstract wash there. And then I made these poke roots on top. These are from the Zentangle. You can Google search Zentangles, Zentangles. Maybe I'll write that in the comment section. But these are really very easy and very relaxing. These are just some of my favorites. And also the reason I did this again is just to see how the colors played with each other. So I would take sometimes I would do a contrasting color, and sometimes I did a similar color. So these are all kind of the same colors, and you can see sometimes they stand out and sometimes they don't. This one was a contrast, which I liked a lot. Oh, these are so fun, these fescue. They're very easy to make. You can, if you remember from my sketchbook, I've used these a couple times in some of my sketches. Flux is definitely very fun to do. I wrote hi with my watercolor, and then I just put in some flux shapes. I'll show you how to do that at some point. Jonquil. This one's called Mist, M-S-S-T. That is not a misspelling. That is the way that is spelled. And we have barber pole. Those are fun to make, pretty easy. Heart rope. I do love making these. I did not love my color combination here, but these heart ropes are so fun to make. I love it. Nezepel. I don't really care for these myself. They're kind of towards the end here. These ones at the end I don't really love. Flukes are okay to me. Here's that Huggins pattern. These are so easy, and it makes a fun little thing, and you can shade these in, make them look really three-dimensional. Super, super simple. Another one that uses a dot matrix. This one's called Cadent. And then Floors. This is another one, except instead of dots, you make little diamonds. Again, with the dots, you can make these things called bales, and you can make these look rounded. I've curved the lines here. I think that's how they're supposed to be. The bales actually rounded lines and not straight lines, straight line grid. This one's called W2. Kind of looks like a basket weave. Mukas, not my favorite, but interesting. Again, this one obviously wasn't a favorite. Coral seeds. And I love these pepper tangulations. They look like little beehives. I don't know. Or rattlesnake tails. I don't know. They're fun. Vitruvius. I don't know if you could see that. Am I getting on all these on camera? I don't know. Hopefully. And sedgeling. These are similar in making to the poke roots at the beginning, but really easy as well. It's just another variation on that sort of cherry look or tree look. And then finally, I do have one more sketchbook I wanted to share, and that's my black one. And this one just has some fun things. I was playing with the watercolor, the metallic watercolors on here. Playing with some shading in the chalk. Not really anything to look at. These, I was testing out some gel pens. I bought these Uli brand gel pens, and I've been a little disappointed. I think all these are Uli. Yeah, Uli, O-O-L-Y. And you can see they kind of give out on you a little bit on the black paper. They color okay on the white paper, but for some reason that particular brand of gel pen is not great. So that was me playing with that. I have some gel pens now. I bought these Uniball Signo brand, and maybe I'll redo this later with some better lining. But the Uniball, this is my favorite gel pen. They work really well on the black paper. So this was a neurographic art session that I did, where it was a guided one on a YouTube video with a professional who's certified in how to do this correctly. And it's sort of a tree. There's a lot to this, but this was a lot of fun. And then I colored it in with oil pastel. So that's what I did here. It kind of looks like a candy, a wrapped candy. So these are some fun ones I've had with my Stabilo. These are I use these Stabilo, the thick ones, to make these. Just some more neurographic art. Again, testing out more new gel pens with much disappointment. Back to my good old Stabilo. So these are, you can see I really like to make neurographic art, and a lot of these sort of zentangle style doodles. That was a plant in my yard I was trying to draw. This was something I'll tell you about another time. But anyway, this is a lot of fun just to keep these little sketchbooks and these markers and follow along with people who are creating these online. And I'm going to join the bandwagon here in a bit and try to teach these as well, because it's really not hard. And once you get into it, it is truly an addiction. As you can see, I've done a lot of different things. And there's my little fall pumpkin. That's the last one in this book. I've still got some more pages to go, so check back here again. Please like and subscribe for more, and I will be making some more on how to create some of these fun little drawings coming soon. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.